Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome back. I've been making a few adjustments here in the purple science area, trying to get things running properly. If we look at our production chart, okay, I'm at 2.7 now. That's not bad. 2.6. Okay, I guess I'm doing okay, but let me tell you some of the changes I made. So we changed to load with 2 inserters from the rail, and that has helped a lot. Another problem that I noticed is I put 2 inputs on this stone and steel combined belt. Before I had 2 stack inserters, and the problem I was seeing is that occasionally both inserters would be picking up, either they would both be picking up stone or they would both be picking up steel, and then the other one would run out. So what I did is I replaced them with filter stack inserters, and I set one to pick up stone only and one to pick up steel only. And that seems to have helped tremendously. All right, so now we're getting pretty close to a full belt of rail going up here and keeping these guys fed. All right, so that's working pretty well. And that's one of the problems, you know, when you have this thing has a ½ a second crafting time, and you know we're at 300% crafting speed, plus 300%, so crafting speed of 5. Yeah, so it's like 0.1 second. We're doing 10 production cycles per second. That's 20 rail per second. It's a little ridiculous, right? And sometimes you can boost the speed of these things so much that input and output with inserters starts to become a real problem. But we're managing. It's okay. And it's keeping the belt, you know, like I said, pretty much completely full. The other issue that I was running into is keeping a full belt of coal coming out. So what I was seeing happen here is these 2 chests in the middle, these are going to be the very last ones to empty, because as you can see, when these outer inserters are running, the ones in the middle can't do anything. So what was happening is that these 2 chests were accumulating lots and lots of material. Because that's being included in the count on my requester, I wasn't, like the request to bring more stone to keep these outer chests filled was taking a long time. And so it was continually running low enough on stone that the belts wouldn't be full anymore before the next train arrived. Jeez. All right. What's my last autosave? 5330, 5350. That's the one that I want. Hopefully that's got my latest changes. I think it does. Yeah. Yeah, filter inserters. Okay, good. And then I also put 2 inputs on electric furnace for the same reason. Just, you know, having a single stack inserter picking up 2 different items from the same belt can slow it down a bit. So 2 inserters there. So anyway, everything seems to be running well now. So what I did here is I limited these 2 inside chests to a single row, which is 500. What that'll do is it'll force more material into the outer chests, which are the ones that get used most of the time, since these will fill up faster. And as you can see, these haven't even emptied out enough to get into that top row. Right, so that way we won't just be accumulating tons of stone in these inside chests. If we get to the point where there's only stuff in the inside chests only, then the stone level will be quite low, and there should be another train already on the way. And that seems to have helped quite a bit. You know, as you can see, the next train is arriving before the belt starts to run low on material. And if we look at production, right, we're at 2.7, so we're doing well now. This is how it was looking before I made that change. Right, and we were averaging 2.5. It was actually averaging less than 2.5 before I made this change. Right, because it would drop down every time that it was waiting for more stone. Steel seems to be doing okay. We're not keeping that belt full, but it doesn't have to be completely full. We need slightly more than half a belt there, but I changed the output priority on these splitters to the left side, and that seems to have been an effective change, because these two don't consume nearly as much steel as this does. Yeah. So everything's looking good. And I need to clear that out. All right. So if we look at the map now, you know, another thing I could do is I could put a stone depot right here. That would probably help quite a bit too, because the stone's coming from all the way down there. By the time we get a request, it's got to travel all the way across the map. So I think I'm going to do that. Since we're using so much stone, and this one is available. Let me zoom out. Well, that used up 500 rail pretty quickly. Okay, we got to remove that signal. Let me go to my train and get some more rail. Okay. And we can call this stone to depot. Hopefully before any trains with copper plate arrive here. Oh, didn't work. There we go. Okay. And then I should create another priority as well. Let's see, let's edit this and let's add Stone 2 Depot. I wonder if there's a way to change the priority. I think I just have to delete it. Okay, so let's do 2 depot first and then 1 depot. And hopefully that will, whoops. Hopefully that'll modify the priority so that it pulls from 2 before it pulls from 1. Now we just have to give 2 some trains. And I checked on stone mining requirements. Like if I click on stone, if we add speed modules, I only need 12 drills to keep Purple Science running, and I've got a lot more than that. All right, we've got 160, so we should be fine. All right, so let's get some trains. Oh, I'll wait for this guy to leave. Okay, and we're going to start at stone load, and then we're going to go to stone 2 depot. And I'm going to see if I can make another copy of this. Trains. I wish there was a way. Oh, there we go. Remove the fuel. That's what I wanted to do. And I don't need any of that. I do want to keep the stop, so I make sure that I'm aligned properly. Okay. All right, and then we'll delete that one. Because with the fuel being part of the blueprint, even though the fuel would load in from the inserters, it was still waiting for a bot to come and touch it 3 times. Okay. Good. Good. All right, so that's 4. Six. We got extra engines in inventory, so that'll help. That should help too. Okay. All right. Yeah, things are getting busy down here. Let's take a look at power. We're still doing fine. And let's take a look at our depot. Okay, that's 8. I need 2 more. And then we'll go do rocket fuel. off you go. Another thing I forgot to show you guys. I loaded a mod called Explosive Excavation. I think it's called Explosive Excavation. Yeah. Anyway, you get some research to make these blasting charges, which are not cheap to make. You need 2 cliff explosives and an empty barrel to make 1 blasting charge. The cliff explosives cost 10 explosives plus a barrel plus a grenade, right? And then the explosives themselves. Where are explosives? Explosives. Coal, sulfur, and water. Okay, so what these are used for is you can use this to blast ground and it'll be filled by water. And the reason I got that is because I wanted to make my next nuclear plant over here. And as you can see, I landfilled where the water was, but the water only came down to here. So then I've been making those explosive charges, and then I can use that to cut a channel through the land all the way down to there. Right, and one of those explosive charges will clear 1 tile. So you need quite a lot of them. So I like this rather than some of the other mods that you can use for creating water that, that make it very cheap, I guess you could say. This is, it has a significant cost to it. So I felt like that was a good way to approach it while keeping things relatively well balanced. Okay, rocket fuel. Rocket fuel should be fairly easy. Should be. I thought chemical science was going to be easy too, but we have a single input, which is the light oil. We're going to need 7 chemical plants to make the solid fuel. It'll be a little bit more than half of a belt. And then 11 machines making the rocket fuel in each column. All right, so I've already cut the fuel source so that this could empty out. Okay, I still got a little solid fuel left over, but that's okay. All right, so let's pick all this up and we'll get to work. Let's get rid of some of this steel. I'm not sure where all that came from. Okay. And I need some beacons. All right, so that's the middle. I don't need a lot of room. Let's try to go compact on this build, see if we can make it all fit. Okay, so this is solid fuel from light oil. Is this going to work? Yeah, I think we can make it fit. Okay, now the solid fuel, again, is going to be 0.6 belts. I've got 7 to 11. What if we just do a direct insertion? All right, so what if we have 10 beacons? And 10 beacons. Then we only need one more, 13. Or no, it was was it 13 before? With 12 beacons, okay, it was going to be 11. So we need 2 more machines. But then we can do direct insertion. I think I like that idea better. Right, so this can be the rocket fuel. This is going to need, okay, fast inserter. And then this could probably, we could probably get by with a slow inserter on this output, actually. Yeah. There we go. 13. Why does this only have 13 sources and this has 14 sources? Oh, okay. That's because this one only takes 3 modules. Yeah, so I like this. Let's make sure it'll fit. Need 13 of these bad boys. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. Yeah, so this probably uses more beacons and modules than we would otherwise, but it's a nice, simple, very clean build. So sometimes I prefer simplicity over efficiency. All right. Yeah, so that'll have to be in every one, actually. So we'll do this one more time. Okay. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 8. Okay, and then we can remove underground pipes from the top here. Everything else is good. Let's run our power comb over this. Okay, what am I missing? I'm missing substations, modules, beacons, chemical plants, just about everything. And assembly machines. I think that's the first time I actually ran out of assembly machines. Okay, and we need more beacons. Yeah, so that's a good sign that it's not the most efficient build in terms of beacon and module requirements. But that's okay. Okay, there's our stone depot. I think we've stopped producing. Okay. All right, back to rocket fuel. I should probably pick up the beacons and modules. Do I need... Yeah, I do need... All right, we'll do the beacons first. Okay, and then I need some speed modules and I need some productivity modules. And hopefully I have enough of each. Looks like I do. Nothing else flashing. Okay. Good. Now let's hook up the pipes and power it up. I'm going to need that underground for each one, so we might as well just copy all of them at once. Okay. And let's change this to... Let's change it to 24/5. One train. That way, as soon as they're not full again, a train will be here. Right, there's one already. And it'll just sit there until it's empty. And then it'll go back. At least I think it will. Okay, we've got this inactivity condition, which I don't think I want. So let's check our sourcing priorities. We're going to edit the light oil. And I'm going to extract or remove the inactivity clause on the wait. So it'll just wait there till it's empty. I think this is the only customer for light oil. I might be wrong about that, but I think it is. Let's see. Where's my light oil depot? Here we go. Yeah, all the light oil goes to rocket fuel. I guess I probably didn't really need a depot. But at least with the depot, I can have multiple trains filling up and waiting ahead of time. All right, let's make sure it works before we start celebrating. Looks good so far. Okay, looks like they're all getting oil. How fast are we draining the tanks here? Fairly quickly. I wonder if I should have 2 tanks instead of just 1. That might be a good idea. All right, let's connect our outputs. Okay, and then we'll check the production. Rocket fuel, there we go. 157 per minute, that's not fast enough. Calculator says I need 1,911 per minute. Something's not right. All right, this is divided by 8. Ah, son of a biscuit. Okay, I know where I screwed up. My undergrounds are not connected to one another. because they are too far away when you have two machines set up like this. All right. That had me worried there for a moment. Here's another thing you have to take into account of when you're looking at your throughput and inserters and stuff. If the stack size is less than a full stack inserter capacity, it'll only pick up one stack at a time at the most. Okay, so now we're making 2,000 a minute. All right, this is what? Yeah, it's around 2,000. Okay, that's good. That's what we needed. Okay. Now it looks like everything is running. I might have to get the bottleneck mod to make it easier to see if a machine is stopped. Of course, that's not going to add UPS. Okay, so let's make sure the next train gets here before we get too low. Doesn't look like it'll be a problem. Yeah. All right. All right, so I had a lot of solid fuel trains waiting for a while, but that's looking good. Okay, so rocket fuel is taken care of. Next, we need to do the rocket control units. Now let me just check something here, because I'm really curious. For this, okay, yeah, we need 2.5 satellites per minute. And 2.5 divided by 8 is 0.3125. Where's the damn satellite? There we go. Okay, and we're making we're making solar panels, we're making accumulators, and we're making radar. If I load these with speed modules, yes. Sweet. Okay. So what this means is that the rocket area can be upgraded by just upgrading the belts and the machines. Why don't we do that now? I just need this guy to get out of the way. Use my upgrade planner. Let me make a new one. Okay, let's go from that to that. Let's check on the gear machine. Yeah. Single gear machine, right? 1.3 solar panels, 1.3 of these. How many modules do I need really? 3. Okay, I'll just give them 4. Let me get more modules because they're not getting 4. Do I have more? Ah, crud. Okay, and the silos. What are we going to need on the silos? Let me see. Where's my space science? Rocket parts. Okay. So if I put... Yeah, I need 3 beacons on each rocket silo. Three speed beacons on each rocket silo, and that'll make it fast enough that we can complete the launches well. And I might want to do more than that because we've got the animation to consider as well. Because if I want 2,500 a minute, divided by 8, that's 312 per minute. Divided by 1,000. Well, no. 1,000 divided by 312.5. So I need 1 launch every 3 minutes. And if it takes about 30 seconds, that's about, so I need it to be about 20% faster. Just so I have about 30 seconds for the launch animation and everything before it can start producing again. Okay. And then we'll upgrade everything. This might take a couple of trips. We might even be okay with yellow belts, but I'll upgrade it all anyway. And let's upgrade. No, that's okay. We'll leave that. I'll use this one. We'll upgrade yellow inserters to fast inserters. Just in case that should become an issue. Okay, so I just need more belts and some more undergrounds. The belts I have, or a good portion of them anyway. That's really cool to watch. Not when it lags, but and look at my batteries. Yeah, 99%. Ooh, okay. Yeah, let's go get more belts and more undergrounds. We'll get this finished, and then we'll put the beacons on the rocket silos. And then the only thing that we'll need will be to upgrade the rocket control units. And then the base will be done, and we can go play Farming Simulator. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think I'm going to do a Farming Simulator series, at least not now. Once this is done, we'll work on expanding again. I was thinking 25,000, or I'm sorry, I was thinking 10,000 science per minute as the upgrade goal. Some people have suggested that I go bigger, like 25,000. But I don't know. Maybe we'll do 10, and then if 10 worked and the base is still running well, we'll add another 10, or we'll go 20. Right. So for the next stage, I'm thinking rather than making another base for 7,500, so that our sum between this grid and the new grid is 10,000. I'm thinking that I'll just make the new grid to be 10,000. So we'll actually be doing 12,500 per minute. And then if we want to go bigger, we can add another grid that makes, 15,000 or 20,000. Okay. How are we doing up here, guys? Slowly but surely. I need yet more belts. Or we could build a big new grid and then dismantle the old grid. Or the other option is that there's a mod that will allow you to restart the game while keeping all your research and inventory in place. You just kind of start with a new map. That could be an option too. I could always just cut power to this whole thing, but then all the entities in here, even without power, they're still gonna use some UPS. So I don't know if that is really the best idea. Okay. So I think one thing that would help here is if we reconfigure our output a bit. All right, let's get our beacons in place. I think I said we need at least 3 beacons. I'll put let's see. What we have here is a rocket part factory. But I can't load that in. Okay. So the Factorio Planner website is telling me I need 250 rocket parts a minute. But I don't actually, because I have productivity modules. Oh no, that's right. 250 per minute, including the productivity. So it's telling me that with 3 beacons on it, 6 modules on it, I need 6.5 silos. 6.5 divided by 8, that's about 81%. That would give me close to 20% headroom to account for the animation. So either 3 or 4 beacons is what I need. What was I coming here for? Oh yeah, beacons. So this would be a good place for for one of them, because then it'll be shared. Are you kidding me? Christ's sakes. Yeah, there we go. One, two, three. Okay, so we can just... Oh no, that does have to be there. Okay. Okay. And then I'll just need to move the output of science modules. Science packs, I mean. There. And then this way, if we need more beacons, like if we figure out that we need 4, then we can add another beacon there. Okay, as it stands now, we're waiting for rocket control units, which is not a surprise, since that's the only thing that hasn't been upgraded yet. Oh, and we missed all these upgrades. That really sucks. I wonder how much that's set us back. No wonder this one's falling behind. Okay, now they're all caught up. And then this should be taking off shortly. How's our power doing? We're still doing fine. Off you go. Okay, rockets are done. We just have to do the rocket control units. We'll do that in the next episode. Thanks a lot for watching. See you soon.